Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Shobana, Head Department of Defense, Don Bosco College, Eligri Hills. In the last class, we saw the course outcome of General Economics and the reference books. Today we will see one unit, that is National Income. The course code is FADS 33 as per the Trivandrum University. Let's first see the subheads of the national income. First is the concept and measurement of national income, and next is the problems of measurement and trends in national income and planning. So what is national income? National income means the value of goods and services produced by a country during a financial year. For example, let's take a family. If your father is going to earn a salary and it becomes the income of your family, am I right? In the same way, all the economic activities of any country during a period of 1 year and is valued in terms of money, then it becomes the national income of a country. Let's see the concepts of national income. There are many concepts. I'm going to take only two concepts for you. One is gross domestic product and the other is gross national product. Gross domestic product. You would have come across this acronym GDP every time in your news headlines. GDP is the total value of goods and services produced within a country's borders in a specific period. It includes consumption, investment, government spending, and providing a measure for economic activity. Under this, GDP is something which is a very common term, and we don't include any income from abroad. For example, if I'm going to have a company, okay, I'm having the company in India but exporting my products to other countries. Just think about it, whether this will come under GDP or not. Yes, it will. Why? Because my company's origin is in India. So sure, it will be considered, the income of my company will be considered to calculate the GDP. And in India, we most frequently use GDP. Let's go for the next concept. The next is the gross national product. Gross national product is something which includes the net income from abroad. That is, the only difference between the GDP and GNP is that the net income from abroad is included in this. So if I'm going to have a company in Australia, or if I'm going to be an NRI and I'm going to invest here, then the income of mine will be calculated as per this GNP. So we were just talking about the measurement of national income. So what are the methods that can be used to calculate national income? Let's take only the three methods. There are many, we'll take only three. So production method. This method calculates national income by summing up the value added at each stage of production within an economy. Example, watch and garments. For example, let's take garments. First, what we will do, we'll procure the raw materials, and that is the first stage where the value is added, and then we give some dyeing or coloring as per the choice of the designer. Then it is the second stage, and the next stage we just go for some works or some stone work, something whichever we like, and then we go for stitching, and that is the next stage. So each stage the value is added for the national income, and if we add at each stage, then it is according to production method we calculate the national income. And the next is income method. Income method, from the name itself, it implies the income which is earned by the individual or by the business. It comes under income method. Example, rent, wages, and also profits. And the next is expenditure method. The opposite of income method is the expenditure method. Here we calculate all the expenditures on final goods and services within an economy. The total spending by households on goods and services, machinery, equipment, whatever we spend, using that we calculate the national income, or we measure the national income, then it is called expenditure method. So for example, when we go for measuring something, what happens? Even address, we go for measurement, we give measurement. Every time the tailor will not take the correct measurement. Sometimes one dress will be okay and the other dress will not be good, okay? Just think about it, for the whole country we are just calculating the national income, and think about the problems of measurement what they will have. So first is lack of adequate data. Yes, of course. If someone is going to ask me, what's your salary? I'll just think for a while whether to give the right information, right salary, or can I add 1,000, or can I just less 2,000 or 1,000? What amount of salary which I can tell? I will just think about it, and then I will give my data. So first thing is that the researchers find difficult, or the economists find difficult to calculate national income only because of lack of adequate data. And the next is non-availability of reliable information. Sometimes the data are fake. Nowadays we come across many fake data. So the data are not reliable and the information is not reliable. And the next is choice of method. Production method, if we take production method for manufacturing sectors, it is better to go for production method. Whereas for the calculating the individual household income, it is better to go for income method or expenditure method. So based on the sectors, we need to go for the choice of method. If we make a wrong choice of any method, you may not reach the proper calculation of national income. So what are the trends we will understand by calculating the national income and how it is helpful in planning, we'll see now. The first is economic growth. National income trends reveal the overall economic growth of a country. And the next is sectoral composition. National income data can reveal the relative contribution of different sectors. For example, we have many sectors in India like agriculture, industry. Each sector will contribute and we can calculate how much income it is generating. And the next is income disparities. If there is any income disparities, then yes, it can be easily identified by calculating national income. And the next is investment and saving. Without calculating income, can we go for investment or saving? It's not possible. So national income calculation is very important, by which we will decide on investment and savings within an economy. So with this, we come to the end of this unit. This is only a gist of national income. This is not the entire thing. To score good marks, go through the notes. It will just give you an idea what is national income. That's it. Thank you.